Welcome back to Forum Daily News. I'm Wyatt Sharp, and this is your U.S. election tracker update. Well, former President Donald Trump and President Joe Biden have now clinched their respective parties' nominations for the presidency, meaning that policy debate in the coming months is likely forthcoming. And among the issues likely to be discussed, the ongoing war in Ukraine. Former President Donald Trump against sending more aid to Ukraine, President Joe Biden for sending more aid to Ukraine. And a former prime minister in Estonia is issuing warning signs about the importance of foreign aid. His name is Taavi Rõivas, and he joins me now. Prime Minister, thank you so much for making the time.
Thank you for inviting me.
We're talking a little bit about the U.S. election here, and of course the election in Russia also just happened, but a lot of people talking about how it is in no way legitimate given Vladimir Putin won with about, I think it was 87.5% of the vote or large number. What should, a country like the United States learn from a country like Russia, given that Russia has just completely abandoned democracy? Now they're in a full-scale war with Ukraine.
Well, I don't think U.S. has anything to learn from Russia, to be honest. And Russia has not been democratic also during the previous elections. It has been an illusion. Some countries in the West have believed that perhaps there are some sort of democratic processes, whereas we have been seeing that not only the opposition is silenced, but we have so many opposition leaders who have been killed by the regime that you can't even count. It's insane. So they don't even hide the fact that Russia does not have any democracy or any ambition to be a democratic country. So for that, I would say that we in the West don't have anything positive to learn from Russia.
And right now running for the Republican nomination is Donald Trump, who is claiming that if he is elected as president for a second term, he will be able to put an end to all of the wars happening, because of course it's not just Ukraine, but also the war happening in Israel right now. What do you make of that claim by the former president? Because of course we were just talking about how the war has been ongoing for some time now, so it would seem a little bit strange perhaps to make that claim.
Well, actually Donald Trump is the only American president out of the last 4 or 5 that I haven't met personally, and I really don't know if he actually thinks that like that, or is it just something that seems popular to win the elections. I sincerely hope that this is not a serious claim, because there is definitely need for U.S. support, and U.S. as the leader of the free world in a way has both the possibilities but also the responsibility to affect the processes. And I think the transatlantic relations that have been so far have been mutually beneficial for US and for Europe. And I think okay, let's just hope that these are words before elections. I would be very, very disappointed if these actually turn to official government policy. I really do hope that this doesn't happen.
And just lastly here before we conclude, because I'm curious, of course, in the United States right now, there is the argument about foreign aid, and there's the conversations going on about what more foreign aid could do and how that could perhaps benefit a country like Ukraine. And it's obviously going to be a critical election issue as the United States kind of gears up for the final months of campaigning here. What is, foreign aid to Ukraine? What would it mean if someone like Donald Trump got elected and and the United States essentially stopped sending foreign aid to Ukraine as he is proposing?
Well, the risk is that there will be much, much bigger chaos in Europe, and that will be, even if we only think pragmatically and don't even think about moral, which is definitely also there, but also pragmatically, I don't think that US would benefit from bigger chaos in Europe. On the contrary, it would be very, very problematic also for the US. So in a way, it's rational for all of us, including Estonia, including US, to support Ukraine, to support them fighting the fight for the free world and democracy, as I said.
Well, that is your U.S. election tracker update for Thursday, March the 21st. When we return here on Forum Daily, a look at your latest international headlines. Stay with us.